born in this house November 21st, 1943. When we grew up, we went to Sunday school every Sunday during the school year. We didn't have Sunday school in the summer. So my mother used to get up on Sunday morning and make pasties. And then she would wrap them in wax paper and newspaper and pack them into a cardboard box so they would stay hot. And then they would milk the cows and we would leave and go on a picnic every Sunday during the summer. We'd go to every place you could think of: Vaughan Falls, Porcupine Mountains, Copper Harbor. So we would go on this picnic, and at 10:30 we would stop and eat pasties, 10:30 in the morning. And then at 2 o'clock we would stop, and my father would cut sticks off the tree, and we would cook Walrus hot dogs over an open fire. And they would open 1 can of Van Camp's pork and beans, and we all had to eat a spoonful, and none of us liked them. But with 13 kids, they went. But half of us threw them behind the tree for the squirrels, but nobody knew it. We had a junkyard across the street. My brother Jimmy and I, we took a car from there and we put a new motor in it. And I came home one Sunday morning, and I had a brand spanking new red car coat, and I loved that coat. It had leather buttons right here. I'd gotten it for my birthday, and so my mother called me in, and she said, "Barbara, you better come in the house. That you're gonna get that coat full of grease." "No, Mom, I'm just looking at it. I'm not looking at it. I'm not touching it." Well, needless to say, when I came in about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I had grease on all the way up the front and both arms. Needless to say, she was a bit upset. But anyway, that was okay. I learned the lesson. That was, if she tells you to come in an hour later instead of 4, you know. I wouldn't have quite so much grease on. This house was 2 rooms. This was the kitchen. The dining room table was right here. There was a hole in the wall right there, behind where Bridget's sitting. And that was the living room, bedroom. And on the side of the wall, there was a ladder going up like this, straight up. And on that side, the girls slept, and on this side, the boys slept. And if you brought a glass of water upstairs at night in the wintertime, the water froze because it was so cold up there. But we had a feather bed, and there was more girls than boys, so we were always warm because there was only 1 bed in there. These walls were yellow. They was fake tile. That strip right there that you see, that metal strip, that's, if you peeled it off, you'd see some yellow tile underneath there that was ugly. But anyway, our life went on. We had a good life. We had a good life here on the farm. We milked cows, we made hay, we fed chickens, we killed chickens, we ate chickens. We raised pigs. We killed the pigs, we ate the pigs. We had apples. We put up 200 2-quart bottles of applesauce every year. And then we made fruit cocktail. So this house has been in the family for over 100 years now. My mother was my mother's father was the original owner of this place. Then when my mom and dad got married, they bought it from him, and they've been here ever since. Then I graduated from high school, Houghton High School, in 1961. I worked at the old Houghton County Medical Care Facility up on the hill. My starting pay there was 72 cents an hour. I thought I was rich. My first car was a 57 Ford. That was light green and dark green. I thought I was really cool with that car. Gas was 19 cents a gallon. So a whole bunch of us would get together on Friday night, and we'd put 50 cents a piece in the car, and then we'd ride all through Houghton and Hancock looking for boys, and we found them. And if it was football season, we would take toilet paper and toilet paper the houses of all the football players in Hancock. And if the game was played in Hancock, we used to not even want to go there, but we would, and we'd decorate our cars in orange and black. And then we would sing a song. It'd say, let's see now, let me think if I could think of this song. It'd say, hello, operator, dial number 9. If they do not answer, give me back my dime. Hancock goes to hello, operator, dial number 9. If they don't answer, give me back my dime. And we'd sing that all through tone. And of course, we would always plan on winning. And we did a lot of winning. You can see the trophies at the Houghton school. But they won sometimes too, but not as often as we did, of course. I worked at the Houghton County Medical Care Facility. It was called the Houghton County Poor Farm. It was up on the Houghton side of the canal, up where Jerry Gavilis owns property now. The walls are all down. It was kind of eerie and spooky up there. I never really liked to work night shift, but I did. There were some old guys that used to go outside and smoke their pipes, and then they'd be standing in the corner smoking their pipes, and you'd go walk around someplace and you'd get scared when they jump out or something. But anyway. So I graduated in 1961. I went to Northern. At that time, it wasn't called Northern Michigan University. It was called Michigan Teachers College or something like that. I don't know what it was called, somewhere in that line. But then it changed to Northern Michigan University. Then I left there and I went to Marquette University in Milwaukee. And then I worked for Butler Enterprises, which owned Denny's restaurants, and I traveled around the country for them. And I lived in Florida and Texas and Illinois and California, all over. I lived all over the place. I traveled all over the place. And it was fun, but it was tiring. And then one time, when I was working, I got a letter from them and it said, in the year 2007, your retirement will be, and I even forget what they said, and I started to laugh when I opened the letter and I said, 2007? This is like 1982 or something, and they're talking about 2007. They must be crazy, you know. And so anyway, I never thought 2007 would come. And here it is, 2020, it's 2016. Just imagine 2007. I couldn't imagine that. So anyway, I traveled and I lived in Arizona, I think, forgot how many years. I used to come home every summer. I think I lived there for 17 years or something like that. And I'd leave here October 15th and I'd come back here May 15th. That was a perfect life. I don't know what. Oh, I changed my life because my mom got sick. Came home to take care of her. Then my dad got sick and I never went back. But now I think is the time I should consider going back, because it's nice and warm in the winter. And we don't have to put wood in the stove, because we don't have no wood stoves in Arizona. You know what the secret to long life is, don't you? Keep breathing. Now I'm retired and I'm old, but it's better than the alternative. I'm still on the right side of the turf. I'm not looking up at the dirt. I'm looking down at the grass, so I'm in good shape yet. So now my mother and father have passed away, and we still have Christmas at the farm here. We have a gathering of our family, whoever comes on Christmas Eve, and we have a gathering of our family Thanksgiving dinner at my sister Ruth's restaurant. So we still get together as my brothers and sisters, whoever are around. Of all 13 of us kids, only one died. That was my brother Carl, died of cancer. But the rest of us are still here, still being stubborn Finns like we always were.